Hello, everybody. It's Renee Renz here. Sorry I've been somewhat negligent from being online. I've been doing some deep healing myself, and that when I get in my really ill states, I can't stand being on computers and things like that. But now, with the current events going on online and computers, seems to be the only way to really connect with everyone. So I'm getting stronger and healthier myself and adapting to that, and going to work towards getting on here more regularly. Love to hear from you, what you are looking for, and I'm also going to be scheduling some Zoom calls and things like that as well, getting my act together. But we had a Zoom call with Connie Bynum today. One of the questions that came up was oils for fear, and in reading like Dr. Natasha's post, I put a quote from it in there about, it was kind of all about, the viruses and the bacteria are not our issue. Fear is our biggest thing to overcome. And I choose not to live in fear, and I don't fear having the virus myself. I take care of myself, feed myself mentally, physically, emotionally, and upkeep that. And we can always talk about ways of doing that too. And working with fear, being quotes, I've heard fear is excitement without the breath. And so if you know someone in fear, just show them love and support, and an action cures fear, but sometimes that action is actually stillness and just being here present and taking a focused, long, deep breath and calm and settle things and just become present. And when dealing with emotions, the sense of smell is so powerful. So that's where we have all these wonderful oils to choose from. And it was asked what oils I would recommend for fear. And honestly, again, we are all so unique, and what you would respond to might be different for you. The top ones that came to mind for me are frankincense, which frankincense is a very protective, loving kind of scent. Geranium, I was looking up, I love Robbie Zeck's book, The Blossoming Heart, and she talks about geranium as balancing being attuned and disconnected, that it reduces extremes within the inner thought processes, bringing balance and harmony to the emotions. When you are disconnected from your rhythm, up 1 minute, down the next, feeling out of sorts, out of sync with your internal compass, and unable to map your own progress, geranium will serenely attune you to a new tempo. And even in Gabriel Mohay's book, did I lose the page, on geranium, it talks about it being an oil that conveys a feeling of calm strength and security, beneficial for both chronic and acute anxiety, particularly when there is nervous exhaustion due to stress and overwork. That's kind of the first one that came to mind for me. I know jasmine is also, it balances trusting and fearful. When you are faced with seemingly unresolvable emotional challenges and feeling fearful, the exotic beauty of jasmine will dissolve those fears, tenderly building trust while pouring its jeweled light into your heart. And I love the quote by Thich Nhat Hanh that is placed here with jasmine. It says, "With deep faith, we light up the incense of our heart." And if we can choose to live from our heart rather than our heads in fear or elsewhere or outside our body, come within and live from your heart. Excuse me. That will definitely balance fear. And another one, my go-tos is cypress. And cypress, according to Robbie Zeck, balances being supported or challenged and helps you with change. When change is imminent, cypress brings structure, strength, and a sense of protection. And we are definitely in a world of change and shift, and your home life, everyone's is in change and flux. So something to support that change, not necessarily the fear, is a good go-to. I'd love to hear what your favorites are. There are so many options out there. Those would be my top choices for fear and change. Look at things that help you through change. I know people who use Flower Remedies, walnut is one that supports change, and you can diffuse that as well. But there are so many simple measures in balancing those emotions, and if there's something that you're looking to have addressed, please ask. Happy to share what knowledge I have or am able to access and get those answers for you. Many blessings on you, and we'll be in touch soon.